Hey there, welcome back. It's time once again for the Golden Age of DC Comics 365 Days, where I'm taking my old coffee table book I got from one of my best friends about 2 decades ago that's been surfing on every single one of my coffee tables ever since. And I thought it would make great YouTube content because I love talking about comic books. And if you're tuned in right now, you too love talking about comic books too. I love the comic shop talk that we would have on the days we would go and get our new comic books. And if you talk to, say, if it's Tony at Million Year Picnic or Matt at New England Comics, or Leia at New England Comics too. I mean, just they, and whoever was there, that would you just pick up into this conversation, and you're part of the super stream of these ideas that in this culture we all share. So hopefully we're doing a little bit of that right now, because we can talk about comic books every day for the rest of the year. So tune in tomorrow at 3:00 p.m. Eastern U.S. time to find out who and what we're talking about when we turn this page tomorrow. So, but today is March 4th, and this is by art by John Daly. It's from World's Finest Comics, number 30, published September-October of 1947. And today is Johnny Everyman. This is Havoc on Wheels, Wheels, Wheels. A little bit of arena echo for us, huh? Johnny Everyman knows well the threat of sudden death in steaming jungles, on turbulent seas, in storms above the clouds, in 1,000 dangerous adventures of war and peace. But only when he returns to the safe and sheltered shores of America does he come to grips with the peril that rides the highways with 26 million automobiles as a new generation of drivers tackles the mounting menace of Havoc on Wheels, 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 Wheels. Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. Oh, who knows it's Sunday? I don't know. It's from March 4th, and here's the blurb. All right. A symbol of post-war idealism, Johnny Everyman was a veteran whose adventures took him around the world before he ended back up in the USA. DC editor Jack Schiff, who wrote the character's first appearances, had a serious interest in social issues. Okay. He also inaugurated a monthly series of one-page strips in which comic book characters discussed the issues of the day. The titles of Johnny Everyman stories included The American Dream, Blueprint for Peace, and Men of Goodwill. Here Johnny, on his way to lecture in a typical American town, encounters reckless drivers. Kids were uninterested in lectures, and Johnny soon faded away. All right, and it's time to bridge some now to then, since we're on the subject, all right? Let's talk about sexism in comics. No, we're not going all Frost on this. No, we'll talk about lecturing in comics, though. It doesn't work. It didn't then, and it's not going to now. There is a lot of lecturing in modern comic books. So much so, and it's all biased of one alleged side as well. There is no balance. There is no equality in voice. It's lecturing, and it's well intended, yet nobody wants to be nagged at, and nobody wants to be lectured in their entertainment. It's something that I touched upon in a lot of videos and that are not part of the series. It's about how activism is antithetically opposed to escapism, and that today's modern fiction, everything is infused with a message, with an agenda, with a learning moment, with being, they're trying to educate you. They're trying to use pop culture as a way to, rightfully so, normalize things that have been marginalized in the past. Yet I guess there's a way to do it, and the way to do it would be to not lecture people. I mean, what drives these superheroic tales of fantasy, adventure, of space travel, of superheroism, of right and wrong? It's not the lecturing. It's not the right and wrong part. It's the excitement of the adventure. It's the story of the character. It's or characters. And maybe it's the level of threat. Maybe it's actually using violence as a dispute resolution tool, beating up the bad guy, winning the fight. Fight is a quality which is in humans. It's a very human quality. It's a very animal quality too. Fight is a genuine component of the living experience, and humans have fight in them. And superheroes are all about fighting. It's a pretty basic tale. It's about getting the desired result, unfortunately, through violence. Yet, it's not about lecturing either. It's not a platform to be used to educate. I mean, I can see the blueprints in such thought. I mean, and the good intentions. I mean, Star Wars and Doctor Who and Star Trek have replaced, is more credible than most Christian religions in America. No, I don't believe that. I believe that Christian America is just as important as Jewish America and the growing Islamic America, and is just as important for any kind of part of America. And it's not good to demonize anyone's religion at all. But the fact that pop culture has such an effect on young people, and the way that they approach life, that they use Batman as a patron saint, that they use Superman, Luke Skywalker, Princess Leia as patron saints and models of behavior and models of heroism. So why not use them as well-intended models of virtuous behavior? Well, I guess that the proof of the pudding is on the plate. Nobody wants to be lectured to on their time off. They want to take a break from their problems. They want some escapism. They want to go to another place. But to intersect the real world's problems, it doesn't work, because this is a place of fantasy, and we know on some level that it drags the story down, and it doesn't become entertaining. It fills the role of content, and to publish something or to have something available on a streaming service, yet will it stay? Is it rewatchable? Will it be quotable? Will anyone quote this movie? I mean, yeah, what happened to coolness? Lecturing ain't cool. And a big part of comics is its coolness. Batman is cool. Superman is kind of dorky and square, but he is cool. Every superhero is basically cool. And unlikable people are usually the supervillains. And aren't they lecturing in their supervillain monologue? Isn't that lecturing? And nobody likes a monologuing supervillain. They always get beat, and but yeah, so this has been March 4th. It was World's Finest Comics, number 30, Johnny Everyman. Yes, he was going to lecture people on virtue. Oh, jeez. Nobody wants to be lectured. Not then, and it didn't sell. And not now. And that's why, comic books aren't selling as well as they could be. Why? I mean, there are lots of different reasons. I think the major contributor is newsstand and cover price. And I think something such as content is secondary right now. You don't see comic books at newsstands anymore. There is no newsstand anymore, really. Is there? I mean, I take the subway everywhere. I'm on the street. I walk around. There isn't the newspaper vendor like there used to be. That's not how we get information or our news anymore. It's not through print media. So yeah, I love comic books. It's a fascinating conversation I seem to be having every day, and I hope you're tuned in. If you like comic books as much as I do, you are part of this conversation. Leave a comment, leave a question. Let's do this together. I love comic books, and if you're still tuned in, you do too. I know. And we're going to talk about comic books every day for the rest of the year. We're going to do it. Tune in tomorrow at 3 p.m. U.S. Eastern and find out who we're talking about then. Until then, like and subscribe. I'm an ordained minister, an amateur theologian. We get spiritual here. I'm a professional chef. I share with you restaurant-level cooking hacks so you can make delicious, nutritious, and beautiful food for your loved ones at your table. So come aboard. Subscribe to Reverend Sully's station, my channel. Yeah, huh? Cheers. Have a great day. God bless. See you soon.